If we've learned anything about Singapore over the last few weeks, it is that it is a foodie town. From Michelin star restaurants to their famous hawker markets, there is good food in just about every direction. We're going on a full Singapore food tour today and trying some of the most iconic dishes and restaurants that this city has to offer.
In today's food tour, we're starting with lunch. And we're skipping breakfast because we tried the traditional Singaporean dish of kaya toast and coffee in our last video. It's just toast with a fairly large slab of butter in there and some kaya, which is like a coconut type spread. For our first lunch, we're at Ang Mo Noodle House.
Can we get the signature wonton noodle, small please? We ordered their signature dish, which is a wonton noodle dish, and we ordered dry, but you can order soup as well. I didn't actually see that until just now. But this is a yellow egg noodle dish with some sort of meat. I'm guessing pork with some sort of green. I think this is bok choy. And then the wontons are in a soup on the side with green onions, which I absolutely love. But I'm gonna try the wonton soup first. I think in the US we always think of wontons as like the fried wontons, which are delicious. But so far here in Singapore we've had wontons that aren't. It's more like a dumpling almost. I'm scared this is like really hot. Okay, I didn't eat it yet, but the soup it's in is delicious. Oh yeah, the wontons are good. It's a much more like hearty flavor than we had yesterday. Again, I think it's chicken inside.
My chopstick skills still bad after one day. I'm putting the spice to the test on these egg noodles and pork. There's a small amount of heat, not a lot. It feels like there's just like little chili flakes on it, but the pork is thinly sliced and very tender. I wish there was more because it's very good and there's only like 10 pieces on it.
It's really good.
It's very good.
Okay, try it with the chili though.
I'm going in. Everybody's gonna have to see this.
Spicy?
More chili.
Oh my god, babe, you ate all the chilies.
The chili's had a little more heat, but not what I expected at least. I think someone disagrees with me.
Oh my god. I didn't even eat a chili. It's spicy. I don't know if I'm just inhaling the red pepper flakes or something.
A quick correction, I want more pork, but we ordered a small, so I'm sure it comes with more with like medium and large.
Oh, that's true.
You know, I just want to make sure that's a fair statement.
Yeah, off is so good. We're in the Joo Chiat area, which is super cute. At first I was a little upset that we couldn't just take the MRT to our next spot since it's a 25 to 30 minute walk, but I'm actually happy. It's a really cute area and there's lots of shade. This is another recommended spot. It's called Geylang Lor 29 Hokkien Mee, and it's at this really tiny little hawker market with a couple other stalls. And we walked up and she said, how many dishes? So there's like one signature dish and that's what we got. It's prawn Hokkien Mee, which is a yellow egg noodle plus a white rice noodle. So there's two different noodles in the dish with some, it looks like octopus, definitely shrimp and lime. And I think there might be egg in it. I can't tell if it's egg or another meat, but it looks delicious and nice and saucy. We also got a fried carrot cake, which is a very popular dish here in Singapore, and it's not a sweet dish like it is back home. It's actually fried radish and rice flour cake, so it's a savory dish, and it looks like an omelet here, but I don't think it's gonna taste like an omelet. Oh yum, I would totally eat this for breakfast. It definitely has egg in it with like the carrot cake and spices and herbs. I think it's really good.
It's either Hokkien Mee or Hokkien Mee, but I'm trying it regardless. Ever since this dish came to the table though, it smells very much of peanut sauce. So that's my expectation in taking this bite. It does taste like peanut sauce, but not to the extent that I thought.
It's peanut oil.
It's peanut oil. And the texture is very soft, and whenever there's like a soft texture like that, I kind of want like a little crunch to follow it, but that's the only thing I don't think you get in this dish. Maybe it's because this has been sitting here for 25 minutes. Being from the US, I always expect prawns or any kind of seafood just to be lathered in butter, but it's not. It's like a very clean and just nice taste.
I think this is like the little carrot cake pieces.
That is?
I mean, the whole thing is what you're supposed to eat, but like that is like what we had at Hilton, remember?
That's so tiny compared. That's 3 for 3 amazing dishes. The next one's sure to be good for reasons we'll explain in a minute. We made it to the stop I'm most excited about.
We're actually going to be eating at a 1-star Michelin restaurant. And believe it or not, it's at a hawker market. It is the world's cheapest Michelin star restaurant. For around $10 a plate, we can get world-class food. Also, really, really big surprise. There's literally nobody in line. I read that the line gets up to like 2 hours long, people trying to eat here. It's 4:05 p.m. on a Friday for reference.
Yeah, we are just closed, but the main store is over there.
Oh, perfect. Okay, thank you.
So they'll call numbers.
Perfect. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you so much for your help. Okay, so there's actually 2 stalls with the same name on either end of this super tiny little hawker area. Luckily, the lady directed us to the one that actually is the Michelin star restaurant. They're on their lunch break right now. He just made food for himself, so we're gonna wait until he's done. No rush to him. But they gave us a number, so when they do come back, we're first in line.
The restaurant just opened up and our number was called, but already you can start to see people lining up. So it may not be busy now, but I have a feeling as the night progresses, it's gonna be crazy here, especially on a Friday night.
Perfect. Thank you very much. He was so sweet. He told me how to eat the dish. Okay. Together? Okay. Okay. Thank you. And he got one of each for us so we could try everything. I love him. So this is the 2 and this is the 3. Mine's more like a dry with the soup on the side and his is very brothy. I mean, we're gonna both eat both of them.
Each dish comes with a variety of meats, noodles, and wontons. This is like a meatball. It's a little tougher and spongier just by picking it up. If I can pick up this wonton, I'm gonna try it. The wonton is so good. It just literally like melts in your mouth. It just carries all the flavors of broth. It's really, really nice. Listen. Oh, those are unique.
They're good, yeah. I'm gonna like crackled pork or something like that.
Yes, cracklings. Pork cracklings.
I was close.
You were. These noodles are good. They feel like they have like a vinegar type taste to them.
Look at this like broth in here. You can't even see it at all. Like see through it.
I just feel like you get a bigger hit of the flavors in my dish
Yeah.
than you do with the broth.
I agree with that.
It's like a punch of flavor.
So a Michelin star only comes to the top restaurants in the world, and there's no other hawker stalls, street food, casual restaurants really on the list anywhere in the world. This hawker stall is the only one in the world. Like, I just can't emphasize that enough. That is just crazy.
2.5 years of full-time travel, and we finally went to our first Michelin-starred restaurant. It was a very unique experience, and there were a ton of clean dishes returned, so I think that speaks for itself.
Okay, we have one more stop, which is dessert, but as we were walking down the street, we spotted the Sultan, and we have to go see it, and then we passed by a place that had a really long line, so now we're stopping to get it, because it's an ice drink, and it's hot, and it's perfect.
How did I end up with this?
That is hilarious. Look, it got us 2 straws, though. Whoa, it's so different. I've never had this fruit before. It tastes like lemongrass.
Okay, what is this?
Tehalia.
Tehalia. It tastes like a spiced chai tea latte. It's very good. But it's definitely a warm drink that they put over ice because it's still a little warm. The ice is still working.
We just wanted to walk up Haji Lane, which is a really popular spot, especially at night. There's a ton of like outdoor bars, and it almost feels like Madrid with like all the people sitting outside and drinking. And it's already 6:30, but it's not nearly as busy as it will be later tonight. Okay, we didn't find durian ice cream like I wanted because it's really hot and that would sound really refreshing, but we found some kaya balls and durian balls, which are really soft dough-like balls with stuff inside of them. Those are durian. It tastes like it smells. So durian is really a hit or a miss with most people. They either really love it or you really just don't like it. And it has such a strong smell. So like durian's not even allowed in most Airbnbs or hotels or even the MRT because it has such a strong odor. And you can smell it anywhere you go.
It's confusing to me. It's like a durian and dough are fighting. But I like it better. I think it's more mild, even than the ice cream we've had before. I don't mind it as much, but I don't know that I'd eat it every day for dessert either.
So you can see the kaya is actually a little darker in there. This is good. I like kaya. We definitely have to give credit where credit is due. I reached out to Bree, who I went to high school with, and she used to come to Singapore every single summer, and I knew she would have great recommendations. Not only did she send us a list of things to do and foods to eat, but she also hooked us up with one of her friends, Stacy, who lives here in Singapore. And she sent us even more things to do and even more food to try. So without the two of them, today would have been completely different. Thanks, guys. Ow! I just stabbed myself through the bag.
I love jamming out on the bike. The crackling from the crunch, the crunch from the crackling though is really nice.
Yeah. I don't know which one's which. That's still durian.